K. Prakash, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Here we are having our students with us to discuss a case study on combustion of the fuels. Okay. So before going to the case study, we will have a small discussion of energy. So energy plays a very important role. So what is the need for combustion? So in our day-to-day life, we need heat energy. So normally we are having fuels. So chemical energy is available in the fuels. So this chemical energy is converted into heat energy by a process called as combustion. Now let us see a case study on this combustion of these fuels. So let's start.
Good morning all. My name is Ashik, and today we are going to explain about fuel analysis. And in our day-to-day life, we are using transportations like car, bike, and other transportations. In this, everywhere the fuel is used and combustion takes place. Where in this place we use fluid gases. Fluid gases comes out from our vehicles. In that vehicles, we are empathizing that the amount of byproducts which comes from the fuels and other vehicle comes out from the exhaust, which is harmful to the environment. Further will be continued by our teammates.
So what Ashik is telling that so when the burning of the fuels is taking place in the vehicles, okay. So the products which is coming out, we are having this carbon monoxide, NOx, SO2, and carbon dioxide, and oxygen. Everything is H2O is coming outside as an byproducts. But some amount of this byproduct is harmful to the environment. So how this is harmful to the environment? In what way?
So now I'm going to speak about how these fluid gases are harmful to the environment. So we basically know CO2 may be replaced by the trees because during the photosynthesis, but CO is not basically used by the environment. So CO has some hazardous elements which directly damage the ozone layers, which causes the global warming. And also SO2, the sedimentation of SO2 in the clouds may cause acid rains. These acid rains are capable to damage all the crops by the farmer, and it is also recorded that these acid rains falling directly on human have caused the humans to the loss of vision, skin irritation, etc. And nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is also having many hazardous damages to the human basically. So if we breathe nitrous oxide, we may get irritations in the nose, lungs irritation, lungs inflammation, and bronchial inflammation is all happening due to the inhalation of the nitrous oxide. So these fluid gases should be safely it should be removed from the environment. Because of these fluid gases, the environmental is getting affected and the global warming is increases. So further it will continue by our
Okay. Coming from the Dharnesh point of view, they are told that empathy part, the hazardous which is coming out is directly environment by acid rains, and also it affects the health. So many empathy part they have told. So how to overcome this empathy, or how to give a solution for this empathy? What shall we do? Okay, now let's discuss.
Then the importance of fuel gas, which analyzes the combustion's efficiency, and it also reduces the fuel wastage and reduces the energy loss and prevents the excess gases. Where it is contains of a gas burette which is surrounded with the water jacket, which maintains the temperature of the gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, and carbon monoxide.
You are coming with the what is your ideate part? Now you can show your idea and you can tell how it is working and all.
So here comes our ideate part. So we have an apparatus, and that is offset apparatus. So it consists of an U-tube burette and then 3 containers, 1, 2, 3, and then a gas burette and a water jacket with connection of a leveling bottle. So first of all, before the process, we want to level up the air and water in the same level, and then we want to enter the fused calcium chloride in the U-tube burette. So if the 3-way step cock is opened, it enters the 3-container tube. So by seeing this, we know that on container 1 we have a potassium hydroxide solution, and container 2 we consist of alkaline chloride solution. and then on container 3 ammonical compressed chloride. So if it enters on this, three containers absorb that CO2, O2 and CO. So by seeing this, after this process we consist of an excess air. So through that we can
CO. So coming to our Muhammad Ali's point of view, what they are telling is they have made an idea of an Rorschach apparatus. So what is the purpose of Rorschach apparatus? To measure the amount of the byproducts of O2, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Okay. So as their point of view, by measuring this, if the carbon monoxide level is more or if oxygen is more, so what will be the result?
Sir, if the oxygen is more, there will be complete combustion, sir.
Okay, you are concluding that if the oxygen there is a prominent amount of oxygen in your fluid gases, then we can conclude it is an complete combustion. So that complete combustion does not affect the environment. What happens when there is excess amount of CO?
It is an incomplete
Combustion. So by doing your ideate part, they are telling that if there is an prominent amount of carbon monoxide, then it is an incomplete combustion.
And it is harmful to the environment.
Okay, so it will be harmful. So what is the idea to reduce that CO, carbon
So
monoxide?
we need to give more oxygen to the process where we can reduce the amount of carbon monoxide. Reduce means we stop the amount of carbon monoxide, so it is an environment friendly process.
So we are doing this analysis, and if you identifying that more amount of carbon monoxide is there,
Yes.
so then we for the combustion we have to supply excess amount of oxygen for complete combustion, so that the byproducts of the carbon monoxide will be
Reduced.
lesser. Okay. So let's conclude the case study on combustion of fuels.
So we are in the last part on the case study. Let me conclude how the fuel gas analysis. This is maximum used to plays a vital role in thermal power plants and manufacturing units. We can easily identify how this is works. When the 100% oxygen goes inside, it is a fully completed work, and if 50% of gas CO goes means it is an incomplete combustion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.